Alright guys, I just wanna do this video just to show what I use in the game and how I think you can get the most out of this game. It's gonna be my opinions, some other people might disagree with me, but if you can take any of these things and I'm gonna show you and use them, then I'll be happy for you that I could help you. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my settings. Some of the settings are different, you just have to check through the default. I'm not sure what the default settings are because I changed them when I started playing. I changed some settings. So I'm just gonna go through all the settings and show you what my settings look like, and then maybe you can adjust some of your settings. This is the biggest change I made. This when you're fishing, I think this is the best, as you don't have to use your analog stick when you're fishing. You just hold your square button in. These general settings don't matter because I just changed them because of where I live. We use Celsius and kilograms, that's why I put that like that. Okay, so let's see what else I can show you. Okay, let's go at progress while I'm in the menu. I think this is also an important part, is those awards. You must always keep an eye on them, because you can earn gold with some of these. The ones that you can that says reset award are the ones you can actually earn gold with, and there are lots of different awards here. I'm not gonna go through all of them, but they're all here in this progress award section. Nothing much to talk about the roles menu, because you'll be earning those awards when you get the roles anyways. There's no need for me to tell you about that now, but I will get back to the roles in a minute. See, rank unlock also, it shows you at every level, it shows you what you can unlock. So if you level up in the early levels, it's up to level 100. So then every level, when you level up, you can see what you've unlocked and then go check it out if you want to buy it. The story missions, it just shows you how far you're on the story, so there's also no need to get into that. You can see you're able to replay the missions if you don't get gold on them. So, that's nice. abilities is your cards. It's got different cards depending on how you play. You must just check these ability cards out if you don't have ability cards. There's people that say there's a certain combination that's best, but I think it's more to do with the way you want to play. So go through all of them, read them carefully, and then you decide what you want to play. The cards I use is Painted Black, Come Back Stronger, but I might change that one in the near future, but I'll let you know if I do change it. This Fool Me Once is not one I'm using, I'm just upgrading it. The one I'm actually using, just want to get it, actually just Come Back Stronger that I use. No, I use the peak condition in that one. So I use Painted Black, Come Back Stronger, and then that peak condition. That's the one I use. But like I said, I might change in the future. And the fourth one I use is Friends for Life. Those are the four that best for me, but it's not set in stone yet. Other thing you must just keep an eye out if you don't know is this benefits. I'm sure most of you, if not all of you, know about it, but it's important that you note the expiry date so you don't leave it and then it expires before you get the chance to use it. In this benefit section it shows you all this stuff always changes during the week. So every week you'll see different things here, the specials that Rockstar has on. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna start with the rolls right away. I'm just gonna go to the stores because I want to show you actually in stores the items that I use.
It's been years now since I slept with 4 walls.
Just give me a minute so that I can fast travel to the town. I'll just go to Valentine. Because what I want to show you is the weapons that I use. Now on paper they're not the best weapons, but I found that using the so-called better weapons in the games, I went back to using lesser weapons because I just felt that the way they handle are better than the higher end weapons. Just while we're here at the post office, if you do need to get things from the post office, rather try to use your lockbox at the camp because you actually get awards for collecting items from the lockbox, not from the post office. So that's another way you can earn gold in the long run. But we'll get to the lockbox when they start with the roll section. Okay, so I'm at the gunsmith. I just want to show you the weapons that I use.
Wait a minute. Is that who I think it is? Been a long time. So, what are you aiming for today?
Okay. Actually, yeah, I'm not gonna go into the catalog. I wanna go to customize.
Worth a shot.
But you're gonna go into catalog. So I'm gonna show you the weapons physically. See, once I sometimes use the improved bow, but very rarely. It does have a bit better stats than a normal bow, but I think if you do just have to want to not to upgrade, I think the normal bow isn't that bad, so you can stick with that, or you can upgrade like I did. Revolver I used the Lamat revolver. I don't use two revolvers. I use the mat revolver, which is this one. That obviously is a variant.
Condition. Keep it up.
Get them. That's what it looks like. I actually customized it, but you get the point. So the mat revolver, and I use the volcanic pistol. The reason I use a revolver and a pistol is just because of ammo. Instead of, if you're gonna dual wield, and you're gonna get to the dual wielding now, but if you do dual wield, for me it's better to use a revolver and a pistol because you have different ammo, so you don't use one type of ammo on both ends, so you'll have more ammo of each, so you really run out of ammo if you don't have a lot of money to buy ammo with. The repeater in the catalog, Litchfield is the best repeater, but I found that the Lancaster is more well-rounded, so I use the Lancaster repeater. The rifles, if I do use a rifle, I often use it, but not the most, but I use the bolt action rifle. The Springfield does more damage, but the reload is very slow compared to the bolt action. The bolt action is almost a repeater, but not quite as fast, and it's more powerful than the repeater. So it's almost like in between a repeater and a Springfield rifle. That's why I use the bolt action. The shotgun, I use the pump action because it's got a decent range, as you can see. Got a decent range, and overall stats are not too bad. Actually, if you see me the last weekend doing my bounties, I've been using this almost all the time, and it's helped me a lot. So that's the weapons I use: the pump action, bolt action rifle, the Lancaster repeater, the volcanic pistol, then the mat revolver, and the improved bow, but that's something I rarely use. But if I use a bow, I use the improved bow. While I step out, I just want to show you I use a reinforced lasso. I always have dynamite on me. I have fire bottles on me. You don't need to have volatile. Normal fireball bottles are good, because you also get challenges where you have to kill enemies with fire. So that's a nice one to have. For melee weapons, I don't use melee weapons a lot, but it doesn't really matter. They're all basically the same, just a bit different. But there's not much difference between the melee weapons. Ah. If you're low on cash and you're in town, this is also a place I just want to show you where you can get free food. Here at the bar you can eat almonds. I'm not sure how long they take to, if they do have to refresh. She does get finished, but it's free if you need a quick snack. Yes, oh, while we're here, there's a poker, you can play poker. Costs $25 to buy in.
Watch it now.
So at the general store, I just want to show you the items I use often.
Have a look. I can get you anything in there you need.
Just gonna browse through it just in case. I don't want to miss anything and not tell you about it. All these provisions you can just, when you loot players, you can get most of them, so you don't need to buy. You see all these alcohol bottles you can use with animal fat, which you get from your pigs and your bears and your ducks, and then you can make fire bottles.
Careful playing cards in this town, some real cheaters around here.
So I use health cure often. I don't never use anything for my stamina because I don't think stamina is really that important. But I just bought it because I had some money. But miracle tonic, health cure, cocaine gum, but cocaine gum is also something you loot easily from enemies. That I always use when I log in to get my Deadeye straight away to full.
Feller was telling me the daughter at Emerald Ranch don't leave the house no more. Been locked in up there for a couple years now.
I use the advanced camera, but I only bought it because I had the money. It's not that important.
Seem a bit taken with that.
But it is something that I do like to use when I take photographs. Obviously the fishing rod is a good one because you are gonna get daily challenges. So you have to catch fish or you have to yeah, so you have to catch fish on your daily challenges, cook meat or fish meat. So fishing rod is important if you do your daily challenges. All these, maybe you don't really need that much, but if the ones I use, I rarely use like lure, river lure. I use probably the most because of daily challenges. You're gonna need it for your salmon, sockeye salmon and your steelhead trout. You're gonna use the river lure. The swamp lure I never used in months, so it's not that important. You can leave that. Gun oil you can buy, but it's also something that you can loot easily from enemies. Binoculars.
You like that?
If you have money, you can buy it, but I never use it. I only use the refined one, but that one we'll get to later. This one you don't need, that you don't need. Horse reviver is important. Just gonna go back. I wanna skip past this.
Keep it in a jar. And
clothing.
all that stuff.
Just wanna see if there's any. This is all the stuff from your roles, so it will only be available when you unlock your roles. But there's just clothing and emotes, so it's nothing really here. While I'm here in town, I actually forgot to show you something at the gun store. I just want to go back quickly.
Oh, there you are.
So yeah, when you're gonna dual wield, you're gonna need this. First off, I tested this, the bandoliers, and it looks to me like it's just aesthetic. It doesn't really do anything. You don't get extra ammo or anything. I don't know if people's gonna disagree with me, but I actually put it on, check my ammo, take it off, check my ammo, it stays the same. This is just aesthetics, because you do get a gun belt when you start the game. These holsters is what you want if you want to dual wield. I'm not sure which level they unlock, but I think it's not that expensive. The cheapest one is like under $10, so you'll be able to get it as soon as it unlocks.
Strange to me that they'd need so many guards at Cornwall, kerosene, and tar. Must be something else going on there. Well, all right. This'll be here when you...
So while we're here, I just want to quickly go to the stables. I still have some horses that I bought a bunch of Mustangs, but I actually changed my mind about the Mustangs. I'm gonna be replacing most 3 or 4 horses with other horses, but I'm gonna show you the horses that I have and the horses that I'm going to get in the next couple of weeks or days actually. So obviously my stables are full, so I'm not going to be able to show how much the stable actually cost, so you must just check that out for yourself. But the horses I use, I'm just going to go and buy horses. So in my opinion, the Arabian are overrated. If someone says they're a good horse, they're really not. I have an Arabian. I only bought it because I was a bit inexperienced at that time, and I don't want to get rid of it because it cost 42 gold, the one I bought. So I don't really want to get rid of something that cost me that much. So the horses that I do have, if you're gonna buy these, it's in multi. These ones are normal rank. You unlock them by ranking up normally. But the Breton, the Criolla, the Cladrapper, the Roadster and the Gypsy Carver, all row horses. So this is your bounty hunter row. And if I'm gonna tell you something, if you're gonna buy any of these horses here, these 5, don't buy these. Wait until you finish ranking up your row and then you buy one of the bottom 2. They're both the same, but as you can see on the speed and acceleration, health, all that stuff, it's much more superior than the other. So instead of don't waste your money on these horses. Use the horse you have until you can get one of the top horses. So it's always these bottom 2. You can see the bottom 2 are the best horses to get. So save your money and wait until you're ranked up to buy one of these horses. All of these horses are good. They're not all the same, both have pros and cons, so it's for you to decide what type of horse. If you want a horse that can take a punch, or you want a quicker horse, or you want one with lots of stamina, it all depends on you. Just have a look at it, what you want, and then decide which horse. But all these multi-class horses are the best horses. So you got the Foxtrotter, the Mustang. The only thing is when you buy these horses, make sure you check their stats. Don't buy the one you can afford. If it's a better one that you can't afford, just wait until you can get it. Because early in the game, I know it's a hassle to make money, and it gets frustrating. So don't waste your money on horses that you're gonna be replacing. I wouldn't buy workhorse. I actually have this horse, but it's one I'm gonna replace, so don't buy it. Stick with the multi. I think if you're gonna buy a horse, then stick with the multi-class horse. Those are the best horses. You don't, in my opinion, don't waste your time on anything else. Any of these horses. Stick with these multi-class horses. Okay, so it's an expensive saddle, but you're gonna be wanting to buy the Nacogdoches saddle. And when you buy this saddle, you're gonna buy this hooded stirrup. It is expensive. All this stuff is expensive, but in the long run, it's gonna get the best out of your horse. Your horse is not gonna, his stamina is not gonna be drained. You're always gonna have enough stamina. I tested one of these horses from one point of the map all the way to the other. So you can run around the whole map, your horse is not gonna get tired. So save up until you can get this saddle. The horns don't matter, it's just aesthetics. Blankets, you can't even see the blanket here, so I don't think it matters. All this stuff is just aesthetics. The lantern can help you in the dark. I use it. In the beginning I didn't use it, but I eventually came around and started putting it on all my saddles. I think it just because you can't sleep, you're gonna be in areas where it's pitch dark, and so it's nice to have this lantern. And this lantern is better than the one you can hold in your hand, because the one if you hold it in your hand, is gonna shine in your eyes and you're not gonna really see your character that much. But this one shines in front of you, so you're gonna have a better view. But just have patience. What I did is each horse has its own saddle. So I'm gonna tell you why I did that. It seems counterintuitive to buy the same saddle for every horse, but it is the best saddle. There's no doubt about it. Statistically, it's the best. Okay, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna come back into the thing again. I just want to show you why I put the same saddle that gives me the same stats and improvements on every horse. Because here, if you go left on your directional button, you're gonna get your free roam. So on the stables, you're gonna get your horses and your vehicles. I'm gonna go to the vehicles now. But in your horses, you have all your own horses here, and you can actually. I'm just gonna do it. See, if you decide, okay, you're tired of your horse, if you have maybe 2 horses. This took me a long time, so you just have to be patient if you want more or 10 horses. So if you have more than 1 horse and you want to switch, you just say set as default, and automatically that horse goes away. The one that was on default. And if I call my horse back with the up arrow, then the horse I selected as default, he will come. See, so here's my main horse now until I change it back in the menu. Okay, so let me just go back into the stable again. These vehicles are important. It's expensive. Again, we'll have to check how much, because I can't remember what the price is on this, but when you go out hunting for your trailer role, it's much better to have this hunting wagon, because you can store multiple carcasses and pelts in it, and you can dismiss it, and you don't lose any of the pelts. Where horse, you can only store so much on it, and then it's gonna save you a lot of time in the long run. What I do is, while I'm out in the wild and I get to a legendary, I will hunt it down and then just leave it in my wagon until Cripps needs material. But we're gonna get back to that. Just remember that the hunting wagon is very, very important to save you a lot of time. Another thing is this vehicle insurance. I just want to tell you, you're gonna see the vehicle insurance. It's got the same here. Can I get this horse insurance? Don't waste your time buying this. I know some people say in the long run horse insurance helps you, but I mean, you can either choose to use $4 to revive it, and I know if you revive it a bunch of times, you're gonna get to 125 anyway. But the amount of times my horses die over a month, maybe once or twice. So I don't think this is even worth it. And besides, if you don't have money, you can just get to a stable and then you just walk into the stable and walk out again and your horse is healed. So you don't even have to pay to heal your horse. Same goes for a wagon. So the next vehicle is obviously your bounty wagon. This one, I'd say you buy that last if you got all the other upgrades in your other roles that you want. I bought it last because it wasn't that important in the beginning, because you can do a single bounty hunt where it's just one person, then you can still just use your horse. So if you have nothing else to buy in the game, then you can buy the bounty wagon. Okay, that was not supposed to happen. Insane, yeah. When you have the vehicles, you're gonna be going into stables, into your own vehicles. You got your bounty wagon hunting, man. You can dismiss. You must dismiss it from here. You can't make it flee like yours. So you have to dismiss it, and then it's got a time, and then you can decide which one you want to call. You can only do it from this menu, but you can call it and dismiss it at any time. That's why we're here at the main pre-roll menu. Like I said with the awards, I have nothing on here just because I was grinding for gold. That's why I only have this one on. I'm actually gonna unpin that. But all those awards, stuff that you don't automatically do, that you actually have to go out and do to complete the awards, you pin those. So you go in here to your awards, whatever. You say I want to do this, then you say on your, and you pin it, and then you can easily get to see, because you have to go 5 times about to get easily. When you go into your free run and pinned, then it will be there, then you can follow your progress there. That's something that I do use, this lock, and it's not the menu that I use. Yeah, obviously it's your daily challenges, you know about this. As you get unlock buy a role, you'll be getting extra daily challenges to earn more gold. So posse test, if you have a posse. Playing solo, it doesn't really matter. Camp and properties, here you can select where your, see, I don't know why my game doesn't want me to go in there, but you go into your set camp location and then you can select any state where you want it. Yeah, you can also check your stats, but it's not important. Moonshine shack is the same. You can choose your shack location. While we're busy here, you can pitch it anywhere. You see here, but if you really want the best location, I'll go with this one, because the roads are flat. You don't get a lot of bumps in the road. So, and that's important for the Moonshiner, because your Moonshine can get damaged easily if you go off-road. Even if the road is grass is flat, you're gonna be wanting to stay on the road. I'm also gonna go to, when I get to the roles, I'll tell you more what you need for the roles. Stables we talked about. Quick join, it's just all your PvE stuff. PvP stuff, all those. And then you can, this encore is when you want to make yourself available to help other players in their missions. All night options, you can choose to respawn. See, here you can choose what emotes you want to use. All these you can buy in your catalog or general store. Walking style, you've got different walking styles, doesn't really matter. Gun spinning, I think this unlocks as your bounty hunter, but I'm not sure. Playing style, if you want to avoid other players, stay on defense. Make sure you're always on defensive if you want not to be killed by other players. You can change your appearance. Well, while I'm here, I see it's not costing gold. Okay, but I'll do that later. I'm gonna change my appearance a bit, because usually it costs 10 gold. So it's actually lucky that it's not costing gold. Anyway, so that's it for the menu. So I wanted to show you something else. Okay, well, let's get to the roles. I want to go through the roles quickly. And then once I tell you all about the roles and items that are important to have, then I will show you how I actually go about doing my roles. So once you get all the roles, you can, if you want to play in a similar way to get the most out of the game, well, the most out of the game in my opinion. I'm not gonna say the best way, but for me it's been the best to play it like the way I am playing it. This is the first role I suggest that you buy. I know there's opinion that the bounty hunter is best because you earn gold, but you can earn gold with the stranger mission. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do a stranger mission, but that's the thing I wanted to show you. If you see my previous streams from around the 19th or 18th of February until the 22nd of February, I've been grinding gold using the bounty hunter, where from the point where I start the bounty, where I take the poster until I hand him in, is 12 minutes, and then you get 0.32 gold bars per bounty. So that average, you can make about 1.5 gold an hour that way. So the reason I'm telling you that now is it works the same with the stranger missions. So if you're gonna be wanting to grind gold for your roles, you can do it with the stranger missions, and you don't have to pay to unlock the strangers. The strangers are there already. It's all these. If you haven't met them, they will say stranger. When you meet them, you'll actually get their name. So what you do is, actually I should just do one. Let me just go there. I'm gonna show you. So I'm gonna go through a stranger mission. Just gonna fast travel there. If you're low on cash, I suggest don't waste your time, money on fast traveling. I'm only doing it because it doesn't really make a difference to me. But while you're low on cash, don't use fast travel. I never did it when I was low on cash. So what you're gonna do is, you're not gonna, there's a timer on screen. You mustn't, that timer they show you is not, it doesn't influence how much gold you earn. That just says how much time you have left before failure. So sometimes that timer starts at different points in a mission.
Oh,
So
hello.
before we talk to that guy.
Good evening, sir.
So I just want to ignore that guy. So we're not gonna follow that timer. I have next timer on my PC. You can use your phone's timer, it doesn't matter. You're gonna have a 12-minute timer. And your timers, I'm gonna tell you exactly when I start my timer. So let's just see what this guy has.
More cash? Now, this may go against your natural predispositions, but I need you to avert a robbery rather than perpetrate one today. There's a caravan heading from Rhodes to Braithwaite Manor, and the good money comes from it not getting held up. You can take care of that now, can't you? Okay, let's get you on the driver's box.
Okay, so you then, your timer starts as soon as it says, now this is where I start my timer. As soon as it says, that menu pops up. Then that's when you start your timer. This is a type of mission, you're just gonna have to get used to it, because I don't think we can force it to go over 12 minutes. Actually we can swap range. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna go too quickly, I'm just gonna make sure that we don't get killed on the road. So I'm gonna swap the range back to him.
You got problems with everyone out here? Come on.
This is just mission specific. So every stranger mission is different, so you must just get used to your stranger missions. We're not gonna let it go under 12 minutes. We're gonna wait until the 12-minute mark before we finish it.
Seen it coming. You miserable man. Hell no! And on we go.
Okay, for this mission I'm not gonna actually waste your time by going 12 minutes, but you get the idea that you start your timer from where I start the mission. And it's not that timer. I don't look at that timer. I only look at the timer they show to make sure I don't fail the mission. I've actually got an external timer here that's counting down from 12 minutes.
Let's go.
You can actually try this on your own time to do a mission and give yourself, you can give yourself 12 minutes and 6 minutes for instance, and then you'll see you'll earn 0.32 gold if you go 12 minutes, at least 12 minutes. That's like your optimal time, because the longer you go the less actually you make, because 12 minutes is the most you can get for the least amount of time spent, because you don't want to finish the mission too quick, and you also don't want to take too long, because then you're wasting time. You could be making more gold.
Damn dick. That could have been dire.
So what I do here, for instance, I'm not gonna do it now, but you're gonna get my point. Right before the mission ends, I'm going to wait. Okay, not yet, but it's gonna be around here. I don't know why it's doing this. Doesn't matter. I don't really care if we fail. See, this guy's gonna attack me now. Don't trust this guy. Sorry, other player. But I just had a bad feeling he was going to attack my caravan. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna wait here. And you're gonna give yourself 12 minutes.
You got issues with me?
And then when the 12 minutes are finished, you're actually gonna go into the finish mark. You see that yellow is where, if you go in there, the mission will be over. So let's just imagine for a second that 12 minutes is finished now. As soon as 12 minutes is finished, we're gonna go in and finish the mission. Gonna see here, I'm gonna get less than, I'm gonna get maybe 0.01, 0.18 gold. Something like that, 0.8. So if you spend 12 minutes, the longer you spend, the more you get. 12 minutes is about the best. But just test that out for yourself, because I didn't test all the stranger missions, because I did a bounty. But the more time you spend, the more gold you get. But you also don't want to spend too much time. That's okay, now I can't go to the fence anyway. Let me just get out of here, because he's gonna come back to try to attack me again. Anyway, so if you want to be making gold, don't go spend your gold on buying bounty hunter. I'll tell you what, because that's the way I did it. I bought the butcher's, I'm gonna buy the butcher's table at Cripps, at your camp. That's the camp you go when you start the game. You're at that camp, but you have to buy the butcher's table. I'd be lying if I tell you exactly where to buy it, but I don't think it's... I was inexperienced and it was pretty easy to find. So it should be around the camp. Probably at the place I'm gonna go to now. I just actually want to go to the camp, but this game doesn't want me to set up a camp so I can fast travel. Okay, just give me a minute so I can get to the fast travel. Just by the way, I hope I give you some information that helps you. Actually, this video is mostly for players that just started out at maybe around level 10 or 20 or thereabouts, who are struggling to get into the roles, struggling to make gold. It's actually for you guys, because I know in the beginning it's very frustrating. I remember how frustrated I was in the beginning. The game actually made me negative because everything is so expensive. So you must just bite through it and keep your faith, and then eventually you'll be having all the roles. Then you won't remember why you got frustrated with not having enough gold. Okay, so this is obviously doesn't look like your camp if you're a low level player. And this is just all upgrades that you buy here. I just want to show you. You see here where Cripps is. You see this overhanging wagon tent thing it's got here. So it will be next to this beer and that water. You got this wilderness outfitter. That's where you buy all your upgrades.
Yes, take a look.
So yeah, the things you're gonna need. The butcher's, yeah, you see, yeah, you buy your butcher's table, yeah. See, enables production of goods for Cripps. That's how you start your trader roll. So the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna buy your trader roll. Just trust me on this, because it's the easiest thing you need to make money. You don't need anything special, you just need to hunt animals. Any animals, doesn't matter what animals. Full carcasses, pelts, anything you can get in. This fast travel post you can get, but this is one of the last things I bought in the game. Because when you're low on money, you don't want to buy this. You must just check in your camp how much this all these things cost, because I can't remember. But this price they show you. So that's something you're gonna buy last. The stew pot, if you have, I'd say second to last, you buy that second to last, because you can still be successful without the stew pot. The only thing the stew pot, I'll come to that, and let me just go out here quickly.
Alright, you know where to find me.
So here's your stew pot. The stew pot got different recipes. The nice thing about the stew pot is, if you hunt alligators, then you can buy the superior quality stew, which will give you gold bars for 3 in-game days. So your health doesn't decrease if you're not in combat. You don't have to eat that much. And it's like you hunt one alligator and then you have enough for the stew. So it's quick and easy. You just, if you have the money to buy the stew pot, you should get it.
Just let me know what you need.
So when you start, after you buy the butcher's table, you're gonna have a wagon, and then you can sell 25 goods. But then you're gonna want to upgrade to the medium wagon, and then to the large delivery wagon. So the money you make from 25 goods is significantly less than when you do 50, and also 50 is significantly less money than you're gonna make from the large delivery wagon. You're gonna eventually be getting up to here, to this wagon. So you get more money for each delivery, and you shouldn't make deliveries unless your goods is full, where you got 100 goods ready for delivery. Because even if you have 99, it's significantly less than 100. So it's not like it costs a certain good costs a certain amount of money. The more you have, the more you're gonna make. The weapon locker is not that important. It's one of the last things you're gonna buy. The deluxe campfire is also one of the last things you're gonna buy, because the only thing it does is crafts quicker, so it's not that important. Cripps outfit doesn't matter, dog doesn't matter, theme doesn't matter, tent doesn't matter. Tent matters now. So the tent, it refills your course faster, but you see what I did went straight from the bedroll to the cupboard. Because all this stuff here is just gonna waste your money. Don't buy any of that. Wait until you can buy the last one, if you wanna buy a tent.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
Okay, so that's your trader roll. Remember,
I passed through this area in the 50s.
my opinion,
Don't remember
get this
too much
first.
of the 50s.
Don't get any other roll before you get the trader roll. This is a nice way to make money without doing much. You're gonna be hunting, but you can hunt animals while you're doing missions. When you come across an animal, you can hunt it, take it to Cripps. So it's not that important actually, but it's a nice extra way to make money. The thing about trader role is you're gonna need it as soon as you get to rank 5 in your trader role. Then you're gonna be able to buy your Moonshiner. That is the next thing you're gonna want to buy. This also costs 15 gold. It was 25 gold, but I think they decreased the price to 15. We'll just have to check when you're actually ready to buy it, but I think it's 15. Remember, the base location is here. This area. It's gonna always be there. And it got nice roads wherever you deliver your moonshine. The last thing you want is a road with where it's going up and down and there's too many loops and turns. You don't want that. Okay. So yes, Maggie. She's the one you're gonna buy a Moonshiner from. When you're ready to buy it and you're actually ranked up enough in your trader role, you'll get in your menu here. Somewhere in this menu, you'll see a yellow marker, like the one you get from your main missions. That will show that you can go to the shack, or she invites you somewhere to go somewhere, and then from there you can buy the role. So in your Moonshiner store, the thing is most important is your expansions. No, I'm lying, sorry. Your business upgrade.
Looking to make some improvements?
Just like the delivery wagon, you're gonna first have to buy this condenser upgrade. That gives you medium strong Moonshiner. I'm gonna go down to the distiller now and show you. And then after you buy this one, you're gonna buy that one to get strong moonshine, which get you more money. This doesn't matter, this doesn't matter. This you can buy if you have some extra money, but this is probably one of the last things you're gonna buy. The only thing this can help you with is if you have daily challenges.
Sometime today would be nice.
You're gonna get daily challenges where you're gonna need the bar to do the challenge. This also doesn't matter. So the only thing you're gonna really be concentrating on first is your equipment upgrade, your business upgrade.
Ah, bonjour. You've been away on some travels. So, what shall we create?
So yeah, when you buy that condenser, you'll be getting average moonshine, and then when you get the second one, you're gonna be getting strong moonshine, which costs the same. It takes longer to make, but it's gonna earn you more money.
This one will.
When you actually do that, you're gonna be. You see, all these recipes got different ingredients. But when you actually get to this part, remember the one you're gonna be going for is this recipe. I actually don't have the ingredients now, but it's easy to get. I just want to say, yeah, no, not the berry cobbler. So it's either this one you're gonna be making.
Ne vous pressez pas surtout.
No, you're gonna be making the appleberry crumb. This is one that always comes up 99% of the time. But when you do get there and you get stuck, you can just ask me and I'll always be available to help. So that's nice about the moonshine is you come here, you let him make your moonshine, you can go about your business elsewhere, do missions or whatever, and he's gonna give you 48 minutes or whatever you have at that time. He's gonna make the moonshine, you don't have to be around. So we got the trader, we got the moonshiner. Yes. So the third role you're gonna be wanting to go for is your collector. Just gonna go over to this so I can show you. She will always be there. She moves around, the tent moves around, so she's got a Twitter, Madam Nazar, on Twitter, where you can actually follow her. And there's a map. I'll put the link of the maps I use to get all my collectibles and all the plants and fish locations and animal locations, all that stuff. There's 2 maps. I'll put the link for those maps in the description later when I finish this video. So you just keep an eye on those maps. So when you go to buy a collector, you are going to go to this woman and you're gonna buy your collector's bag, which costs 15 gold. So you buy it from her store, wherever she is at that day. She moves around every day, every 24 hours. So you must just make sure where she is when you're ready to buy it. The nice thing about the collector robe is it gives you a lot of XP and money.
I hear tell of your good deeds, but you do not fool me.
See, yeah, you got to collect. This is what you're gonna buy. You're gonna buy this collector bag. You see it costs 15 gold. That is how you start your collector. Then you can start
You don't need much to work for me, just
collecting all the
and a strong will
items,
in
and
your chest.
the link of the map, like I said, will be in the description. So you don't have to buy these maps. You use the map online to get to all this stuff. You don't have to buy any of this stuff. This is just clothing. What you're gonna want, obviously, to collect the bag. You refine binoculars, you don't really need it. It's one of the last things you're going to be buying in the game.
Get some remarkable results with these
The Pennington field shovel you're going to need to be digging up items. And then after you buy that, after you buy the shovel, you're going to buy the metal detector. So it's that and that you're going to need. That one you don't really need yet. It's not that important. I only used it nowadays with treasure hunting, so you can go without that one. So you see now you've got the collector now. So you're gonna want to sell your stuff. But what you want to do, if you see at the bottom, you see it's got a number on. That's how many of each I have. So the max you can have of an item is 10, and then you can't collect anymore. So what I do is I only sell the full sets. If these things comes to 10, if any one of these items gets to 10, then I go straight to her and I make sure all of them, try to keep them at around 7. I'm not gonna do all of them now. Well, I try to keep them at 7. You'll eventually get there. If you use the map, or even if you just loot players, when you get the, when you loot players, you get collectibles just from looting. So you're gonna be, make sure you try to sell your full sets. It's a lot of XP, a lot of money.
Could not bear to part with that. I cannot.
That's also gonna help you if to level up in the game, which obviously will make life a lot easier. So the fourth one I went for was the Bounty Hunter. But I got the Bounty Hunter before the Naturalist was out. So it's gonna be for you between the Bounty Hunter and the Naturalist. But I'm gonna show you how to get them. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. So when you want to got your 15 gold, you want to buy the Bounty Hunter. You're gonna go to any bounty board. I'm just went to Saint-Denis because it was the first one I got to. But anyone, any town, there's a lot of bounty boards all over the world. Oh, this is far behind me again. Hold on. Sorry, just give me a second. I just wanna. Why is the guy shooting me now? I'm gonna parlay with him so he can't attack me again. I'm trying to do something. Some people don't care if you're busy. Yeah, I just ignore these people because they think they're playing a game. I don't know what they're trying to do. Getting satisfaction out of bothering other people. See how far I am now again. I have to go all the way back there. Okay, I actually had to Google the Naturalist how to unlock it because I couldn't remember how. So according to what they say is when you're going to buy your Naturalist, you're going to Strawberry, but I'll show you now. So it should be there if you have 25 gold to buy a sample kit.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna show you the Bounty Hunter how to unlock it, and then where you're gonna get Hariet to unlock the Naturalist. Then for the final part I'm gonna tell you how I usually play Red Dead. It's changed a bit over the last week because I realized with the money I've been making with bounty hunting that I'm not going to be focusing so much on the collector role anymore. I'm sorry about that. I'm not going to be focusing on the collector role as much because I found that once I don't know if you need the collector role to get the collectibles when you loot players, but I actually found when you loot players while doing bounties, you do get collectibles. So you can still get collectibles while you're doing bounty hunting. And if you use the map in the description, that will be in the description when I'm not live anymore, you can see where all the collectibles are. So here's your bounty board. Before you unlock the bounty, you're gonna be have a message here or something that says to buy the bounty board, bounty license. So bounty license costs 15 gold. You're gonna buy that at any bounty board. So a bounty board will look a little bit different, but it's all in the same locations. You can see here there are 13 bounty boards in every town and in some train stations like Rig Station, Water Station and Benedict Point. See here, so they're all over the place. So wherever you are on the map, you'll be able to get your bounty license when you have the gold. Now while I'm here, I just want to show you this. This is my shack, has always been here. Like I said, you've got the best roads around here because you're gonna be, sorry, I just wanna, you're gonna be delivering to Saint Denis, and you're going to Rhodes, and you're going to the shack, you're going up here, and you're going down here somewhere. There's a barn there. So the roads are nice here. You've got nice roads here. Where if you're gonna be doing in the other states, you're gonna get bumpy roads. And if you're getting bumpy roads with your Moonshiner, you're gonna lose bottles, and that's gonna make you get less money. Okay, so I'm not gonna go all the way here, but here's where you get your, according to what they say, your naturalist at all. It's here, strawberry. Next to this board, there's a hotel here. Sorry now, map is buggering me around a bit. Next, yeah, see there's a welcome center. So in Strawberry, right next to the sheriff's office, there's a hotel there. That's where you'll get Hariet. You see, here you'll get her. She's always at the same three places. Here, here, and here. So wherever port on a map, you should be close enough to reach her. And once you're gonna be doing your missions, hunting animals for samples for her, so you're not gonna be killing them, but you can kill them and you'll still get XP. So you can use her, you can use Hariet to hunt legendary animals for your trader, which is at your camp. That's what I make sure my camp has enough material so I make money from the camp, but I don't hunt wild animals, the normal animals. I always just go to Hariet and you can usually hunt 2 animals, and then she'll spray you with pepper spray, and then you have to wait 5 minutes, and then you can hunt more legendary animals. So with the legendary animals you get from Hariet, she'll send you to different places. With those pelts, with the legendary pelts, you can either use it for your trader, or you can go to Gus. Gus is like the trapper, was in the main story, but it's not the same character. But it's in the same locations. It's also all over the map. So wherever you are, you'll find Gus. So with those legendary animals and normal animals, you get garments. Now for the legendary garments sets, when you actually go to Gus before you have a legendary animal, you'll find that there's maybe 3 or 4 garments. But the more, each time you hunt a legendary animal, the first time you skin it. What I do, or what I did, is I take that pelt. I don't take it to Cripps. I take it to Gus, so I can buy that garment set. And even if you don't have the garment set, sell it to him in the meantime, and then when it will always, then the garment set is available. So when you sell a legendary animal pelt, that specific animal's garment set will be available to buy anytime. So you can go back when you have more money in the game to buy those garment sets if you want. Then when you do get those garment sets, you use the pelts from the same animal that you already sold to Gus, and you give it to Cripps. And that will give you a lot of material, so you don't have to waste time to hunt normal animals over the map. So that's what I do. I make sure when my game starts, I make sure that Cripps has enough material. You'll get resupply missions that you have to do for every 25 materials, then the production will halt. And you can either buy materials, resupply for $20, or you can do the resupply run for free. So you're gonna be, when you buy the butcher's table, you're gonna, let me actually go there so I can physically show you. So you're gonna be using, you're gonna do resupply runs to get in extra materials so you can carry on, and you're gonna run your Moonshiner shack. Those two must always be running. You mustn't let them not be operational. Every 48 minutes you're gonna, when you actually get all the upgrades, every 48 minutes you're gonna be have moonshine available to sell. So different recipes obviously gives you different prices, but with that and the trader roll and the collector roll, that's where you're gonna be making money. And your bounty hunter and your stranger missions is where you're gonna be earning gold. And then you're gonna use your naturalist role to hunt the legendary animals to supply your camp. So see, yeah, the tail. You see, it's halted now. Got in plentiful materials. So production is halted because of the every 25 material that goes in here, then your production halts. So you have to do a resupply mission, or you order resupplies. But to order resupplies, it will cost you money. Start the resupply mission to do it for free.
I don't want to rush you, but
So what I do is, when you get all the rolls and you're gonna be wanting to make money and gold for other items and stuff that you want in the game, I'm gonna do this. Make sure this guy is operational with your resupplies. Gonna be making sure you got the moonshine going. Then you're going to do a bounty hunt. And you're gonna give yourself 12 minutes, and you're gonna be using the Gene Ropke map. That's the map where you see all your collectibles is. You're gonna be using that map while you're hunting your bounty hunter. So when you start your bounty hunting mission, you're gonna give yourself a 12-minute timer like I said. But don't go. So you'll hear this bounty board. So now you take the poster down, start your 12-minute timer. But if your bounty is far away, that you say, okay, it's gonna take you about 5 to 6 minutes to actually get there, then you can go straight after it. But if it's close by, say for instance I have a bounty here, but the target is around this area, then I'm gonna give myself 5 minutes more or less before I go after him. You'll see my previous videos, you'll see me hanging around for a couple of minutes doing nothing. That's when I let the clock run down so I can get the most amount of gold. So that's basically it. It's a grind to get the gold in the first place, but once you get all the rolls, everything is going to be so smooth and you're going to be able to get all this stuff. Everything in the game is going to be able to see. I just want to show you. Once you get all the rolls, you're going to be looking at this. This is the catalog. This is where I am at the moment. That's just because I'm using all the rolls all the time. Rinse, repeat. Do trader, do moonshiner, do collectibles, do bounties. See, I've got almost all these items. At the moment I just don't have gold for all these items, but that's my mission at the moment, is to make gold. So just another tip when you're actually buying this stuff, especially things you don't really need, like if you're buying clothes. The thing is, what you want to do is save your money, save your gold. Well, you're gonna be using your gold for your rolls if you don't have rolls, but when you do have all the rolls and you have gold, and if you're like me where you want to buy everything in the game, wait till they actually give discounts. Because not every week, but a lot of weeks you'll be getting discounts on clothing, discounts on certain items, either if it's from the collector or wherever, or from the moonshine, you're gonna be getting discounts. So save all your currency for when you have discounts, and then use your currency on those things as they come. That's what I did, because otherwise these things are too expensive to spend all your money on. So that's it guys, thanks. I hope this helped you. I hope you actually get what I'm trying to tell you, that I'm not mumbling too much. But if this helps you, please subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that. It would mean a lot to help this channel grow and get better. Been a nice so far. Can get this community to grow a bit more. Thanks guys, enjoy your day. I'll see you again on the next video.